Man. All right. What's up, everybody? This is Caleb from the 4 Point Line podcast, hosting today here with my co-host, Rob Miner. And we're going to talk Sixers today. Just get into a couple topics. We want to talk about three things: Maxey, Joel Embiid, and Doc Rivers. So, with that being said, Rob, what do you think about how Maxey's been playing the past couple games and early into this season?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Maxey has taken a big step forward. I had him averaging about 21 points a game, maybe 22 this year.
Yeah.
I didn't really think he was going to make too many leaps in any areas outside of scoring, but his scoring has been really good. And even just like breaking down some of the film, looking at how he does it, like just seeing like the detail and how he scores, like some of his jump stops, the way his explosiveness, the way he can use escape dribbles, like those kind of things. Like it's really crazy.
Yeah.
But
he's been hooping, man. Like looking at his numbers now, 23 and a half points a game, 47 points a game, 18 shots, what I like. He's been a little bit inefficient the past couple nights, but he's still getting his shots up, shooting with confidence. 42% from three on 7 threes.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, what? His rookie year, 30% from three on 2 threes a game. Now he's shooting 70 at 42% clip 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane, man. He's getting to the line 5 times a game. Like you can see he's getting incrementally better each and every year. And you can see the muscle that he's put on, the strength that he's put on. He's put on a little bit of weight.
Yeah, he's a lot
bit stronger. He's getting to the rim. He's absorbing that contact. He still don't get the whistle as much as I feel like he should. But for a third-year player, like fringe star type of dude, like, yo, you get to the line 5 times a game. I mean, that's more than Tobias Harris has ever done in his career.
Yeah, he's gonna get that once he makes the All-Star team, and he has a real shot of making, especially with Harden being out, he'll definitely have a shot of making the All-Star team this year. So once he, gets that extra bit of credibility, then he'll start getting more whistles because he blows by everybody, and he'll certainly get fouled a lot. But for now, he's still a young guy, so and he's not like a Ja Morant or any of the big name youngsters, so he's not gonna get the whistle yet.
Yeah.
But Maxey, it's like the more he shoots, like the more confidence he gets. Is like I've never seen a guy where it's like when you're not really shooting as much, as like your efficiency is a lot lower. But even if you look at last year, he was shooting about 43% from three, and he was only taking like maybe 3.5, 4. But now he's taking, almost twice as much as that, and it's like it's still going up. So
yeah, man,
it's almost like, he definitely needs the ball in his hand so that he can get more score opportunities, because like the team's going to keep getting better as better that he gets.
I'm gonna ask a controversial question. Is he better than Harden right now? Is he our bet? Like is he better than Harden?
He's not better. Harden's too smart. Like one thing I'll say about Maxey is that he's not smart enough to be better than Harden right now, because like his scoring is A+. Like it's phenomenal. It's even better than I thought it would be. I had him being maybe like an A scorer going into this year, but so far in the 11 games that we've gotten, he's been an A+. But I do think that having Harden out there, I think Harden's much smarter, and it can definitely help the teammates a bit better than he can, because
Maxey's doubled on everything. Harden's still getting doubled on everything. Every screen set, double. So it's like his impact on the game. Harden, man, it's frustrating because we want to talk about Embiid, but it's just frustrating because we actually get, like, I would say Brooklyn Harden is like what we've gotten early in the season, and then you get pouty, whiny Joel Embiid, out of shape, like missed 4 games with the flu. Like, it's just like, bro, like this is just like, and then Harden gets hurt. it's just like, bro, like this team
It's been a mess, man.
Yeah, we just can't catch a break. We still got Doc. Like, how does he still have a job? It's just like, it's a shame because Maxey's growing. Harden worked his tail off to get in shape and to get back to the player that he was prior to the hammy. And then Doc's rolling him out there 43 minutes a game. We 7 games into the season.
After we strengthen our bench.
Yeah, like we made all these moves. Daniel House, D'Anthony Melton, PJ Tucker, like all these moves we made. Montrezl Harrell, play them guys, man. It's early in the season. Like now's the time to lose games. Like we running Maxey played 40-something minutes.
Harrell is playing like 10 minutes a game, averaging 4 points and 2 rebounds. And like the last 7 years, like he's putting up 12 plus points, like 12 points.
Playing like 20 minutes
16,
a game.
19, 12, 11.
Yeah.
Playing over 20 minutes a game. It's I don't get it, but you know, but back to Maxey though, like the team is going to have to allow him to get to his best.
Yeah.
And I was saying, you know, we talked about this in the off season and in our other video, but I think that Embiid's going to need to score less and Maxey's going to need to score more.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a lot easier for guards to score than centers, especially because with Embiid being the type of player, it's almost like he's at a disadvantage almost. Not a disadvantage, but it's because he's such a unique player.
Yeah.
In like today's game that he's going to get doubled and triple teamed regardless because teams don't have the personnel to stop him. Where like Maxey's a guard, so it's like he's a regular 6'2", 200-pound guard, but he has a monster on his team. So Maxey's going to be allowed to, you know, have, you know, face single coverage every single time, and it's going to be probably easier at some points for Maxey to score than Embiid.
Yeah,
you know, especially outside of the pick and roll. And from what we've seen from Embiid, it's like he's been real pouty. I don't know if it's, you know, his injury over the offseason, being out of shape, or maybe, you know, having to adjust to his role, because he has been having to adjust to other players on his team since the Ben Simmons days. So I don't know if it's maybe like he doesn't like that now the ball's being taken out of his hands, but it's really going to need to if this team's going to succeed.
Especially in the playoffs, bro, because at the end of the day, you're not winning with the center carrying you in the NBA. And this NBA is just not happening. And we've seen it for 5, 6. Not that Embiid 100% is the best player on the team. He can be the best player on the championship team, in my opinion, but he can't like carry that team on offense and defense. Like I think he can carry them in a way that's not him getting a rock like every time down, like on some Tatum type stuff. It's like, yo, like I feel like if he just realizes that he finally has hoopers around him, he doesn't have to force shots. Like you don't need to force shots when you got Harden. You don't need to take every shot when you got Maxey. You don't like, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to work as hard. Those guys are going to get you easier buckets. And I think if he can accept that role, which is still being the best player on the team, still being the guy. It's not like we saying, yo, go be 3A to like
scoring less doesn't make you any worse.
Yeah. And it's like
it's a team sport regardless.
If he actually, I feel like if he fully accepted the fact of like, yo, just play like a big man, set more screens, get in the post more, he would still average 28 to 30 points a game. It's like, bro, we don't need you not even necessarily scoring less. We just need you to get your points differently so that we can, maximize Maxey. It's like you just getting the ball in the post and isoing is not maximizing everybody else's talents, and it's gonna hurt you in the long run. And we see it all the time against teams like Boston, against teams like Toronto, against the Miamis. It's like, bro, like that is not the way, bro. Get on the block. These guys don't have centers, and you're trying to be cute at the 3-point line. Like that's cool against, Orlando. That's cool against Phoenix with no Chris Paul. But when we get to the playoffs, we don't need none of that stuff, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a stat that I pulled up, and here's Maxey's numbers when he's playing with Embiid and opposed to when he's playing without Embiid. Mm-hmm. So with Embiid, he's averaging 17.8 points a game, but he's shooting 40.4% from the field and 28.7% from three. He's taking 15.9 shots, 5.6 of which are threes. But like without Embiid, and I forgot to say, he played 7 games with Embiid and 4 without him. And but like the 4 that he hasn't played with Embiid, he averaging 33.8 points, 54.8% from the field, and 48.7% from three on 22.8 attempts and 10 attempts from three.
He's a dog,
and mind you, 3 of those games without Embiid were with Harden. So it's not like both players were taken off the team and he's the only one like left to score. Like Harden was in the game where he had 44 against Toronto. Like he had 31 against.
And Harden was feeding him.
And he had like 31 against and 28 against was it Wizards twice? It was like Wizards, yeah.
Harden put like 8 shots that game against Toronto. Maxey had 44 that night. Harden was just feeding him, bro. Like Harden was like, yo, he's hot. I'm getting out of his way. And like Embiid, we've seen him with other guys that are hooping, you know.
He's
mad.
not willing to. He is not willing to let that happen. Like, and that's the thing I do like about Harden is that he's willing to sit back and let his teammates go to work. Like he still has games, but he still had 30 points multiple times this year already. But like, he's a willing guy. I mean, he's a willing, facilitator, willing to let his teammates shine. And Embiid's going to have to allow it to happen because we can't win with Maxey averaging 17, shooting 40% of the field. That's not going to work. It's a small sample size, but we're going to need, we're not going to have Maxey averaging 33, but somewhere in between that, you get 24 points out of Maxey. And,
it makes everybody else's life easier.
It makes everybody's life a lot easier, especially a guy that gets more confident the more shots. He has to get in rhythm. Like if he's not taking any shots, like he's not in rhythm, which is why his percentages are down. But once he knows that he's going to get shot after shot, now he's comfortable. Now he's going to be able to shoot at a higher percentage.
Yeah. And talking about that, like those numbers, like let's move on to Embiid. It's